Hello and welcome to Bedtime. I'm Anxious.
Hi,
Welcome to Anxious at Bedtime.
that's Cash.
And that's Monica.
Do we have ketchup?
Oh, I don't have no ketchup. I usually do, but I discuss it throughout the week and then I forget it when we record.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot more conspiracies out there about aliens and stuff like that I forget. So,
Yeah.
I know them though. They're there.
I have a ketchup.
Oh, nice.
So, it's probably been a few weeks ago, but a while ago,
Oh,
I
yes.
was explaining to Cash. So, I have recurring dreams of Las Vegas, but in my dreams, it's a different Las Vegas. All of the key components are there, but it looks completely different and it's like multi-story.
Almost like the back rooms.
Yeah, kind of. And I was kind of explaining it to Cash, and he popped off and started explaining the layout to me. And I thought that was really weird.
I did. I explained
Yeah.
your dreams.
He was like, I think I know what it looks like, and then just explained it.
Yeah, like the back rooms, I'm telling you, it's stuff that sounds familiar. Not from TikTok or
No.
some actual videos, just,
Yeah, because it's Vegas coded, and he could tell me like where the Bellagio fountains were and which story and where like weird stuff.
what can I say? I have traversed through time and space to be with you, including dreams.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
No.
No, I got nothing.
Okay. So then we'll get started.
Heck yeah. Let's do it!
There's a place where logic vanishes.
I know, it's in my head.
A place where police reports read like folklore, where eyewitness statements sound like sleep-deprived hallucinations, and where every headline feels like it should come with a disclaimer that says, "This is real, unfortunately."
Is this Florida?
It is.
I knew it.
And that was actually my next line too. That place is Florida.
You know what's so wild about that? Now, this is just synchronicities.
Hmm.
So I was having this in-depth thought. Mind you guys, Monica never tells me what the episodes are about.
Yeah.
And she never tells me any of the details, especially the places or the things involved in them. But I was thinking about Florida on my drive home. That's wild.
That's weird, yeah. But speaking of Florida,
Oh, yes.
somewhere in that humid, sun-soaked chaos lives a single mythic figure. Not one man, but a title for man.
Shrek.
No.
Ah.
A force of nature, a warning label in human form. The Florida man.
Oh, no.
He has broken into places he shouldn't be,
For sure.
argued with animals that probably won,
Absolutely.
tried to initiate the zombie apocalypse,
Multiple times.
and occasionally attempted stunts that make even the most renowned stuntmen scratch their heads.
This was all the last 32 minutes.
Yep. No one knows where Florida man comes from.
Florida.
He simply appears besides Florida. Scientists have tried to study him. Journalists have tried to categorize him. Law enforcement has basically given up and started saying things like, yeah, that checks out for Florida.
They're like Pensacola, man.
But here's the strange part. Every Florida man story feels unrelated, but also fully connected.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure. Each new headline is like fragments of the same legend, like one long, ongoing experiment in chaos.
You always wonder, did they arrest that guy yet?
Always.
And they say it's different people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tonight, we're not just discussing a story. We're discussing something so much bigger and weirder than we might ever understand. Welcome to Florida.
Florida man. Meow.
Okay, tonight we're talking about two different Florida men.
Oh, do you have like their governments?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway.
Oh.
Legend has it, for this first man, a man washed up on the beach earlier this year in Florida. Law enforcement showed up and tried to figure out what happened. As they questioned him, he described in great detail how he was swimming when a pod of dolphins kidnapped him, dragged him 40 feet under the water. Through a series of clicks, they told the man that they wanted him to build them an underwater city. The dolphins held him for 3 days.
They fucking heard about the Wi-Fi. They want that shit. They saw the fucking data cables underground. They're like, you're doing that here, dude.
Yeah, do it.
We're going to get on TikTok. That's how they communicate. TikTok, right? Clicks,
yeah,
whatever.
There you go. But back to the man they kidnapped. How did he breathe, you might be asking?
They gave him a snorkel like in Futurama?
No.
Oh.
The leader of the dolphins, named Geral, made it happen in a way the man couldn't explain. He just said that Geral did it.
You know that Simpsons kid Ralph?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in danger. He fucking just made it happen.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Ooh, what happened behind this? Can you tell me at least something about how you did this? I need to know at least the source of your sorcery.
Yeah, I don't know. I would be very interested in knowing too. Like, I'll still do the work, but can you tell me how I'm here? I'm not working until I get some answers.
Dude, I need to know, at least for me. That part, maybe they did tell him and he did exactly what I would do.
Yeah.
I won't tell nobody, but fucking, I gotta know for me. Good on you.
Yeah.
Tell me, though. Write it in at anxiousatbedtimepodcast@gmail.com.
When the man had finished everything the dolphins wanted, they sent him back to the shore. The man did get treatment for dehydration, but nothing else seemed to be wrong with him. He didn't have any head injuries, he tested negative for any drugs or alcohol, and here's the part that really sent TikTok into a frenzy. They found seawater and marine particles in his lungs that were consistent with deep ocean water. He did not have any damage to his lungs, though, which you would expect for being that deep in water.
Not with what Geral did to him.
Yeah,
Geral took care of him.
He sure did. To top it off, he wasn't just a random man that the Dolphins kidnapped. Nay, nay. He was a man with a master's in aerospace engineering and a background in deep sea technology, and that is why he was targeted.
So, yeah, they already had the internet. They already knew his background because they fucking Googled him.
There you go.
But for sure, they need stronger Wi-Fi. I get that.
Yeah. Now, if you're thinking that story sounds way too absurd to be true,
I might be.
You would be right. A journalist allegedly contacted the police department that was said to have arrested the man, and they denied any arrest like that being made.
I would too if I was the police department trying to keep it under wraps.
Exactly. Then suddenly, the story dropped off the face of the earth faster than it arrived. When was the last time you heard about Geral the dolphin?
8 minutes ago. But also, that's kind of like the Florida Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the mall takeover.
Exactly.
Yeah, it happened, and then, it didn't. And you didn't hear anything for, I don't know, it's been 2 years.
Yeah. Despite all of these people being like, here's my video proof of it. Here's what happened.
Florida, is that part of the Bermuda Triangle?
Yes.
Somewhere in there? Yeah.
Yep.
So it just shifted when we had that timeline shift?
Maybe.
The Bermuda Triangle went from over out in the middle of nowhere to closer to, all of Florida.
I should preface.
COVID.
I'm not 100% positive it's part of Florida, but when I was doing research for our next Florida man, it mentioned Florida being in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, part of it, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it is. Area. Yeah. But yeah, maybe it shifted a little bit. Or because all of the tectonic plates and stuff keep moving.
No, I say
and
sorry.
the poles keep shifting. Maybe it's all of Florida now.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yep.
That timeline shift, all that. I don't think it's the fucking tectonic plates. Okay. I don't think this is a naturally occurring phenomenon.
I don't know.
Neither do I. That's why I said I don't think. Silly.
Yeah, grab your tinfoil hat real fast and let's chat just for fun. It would make sense for officials to try and suppress a story like that. If it's true that the government has always hid stuff from civilians due to the worry of how we would react, which we found out in the Betty and Barney Hill episode, they really do hide stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, they don't.
But if it's true that they don't want to ignite fear from scary stuff going on, kidnapper dolphins with underground cities is definitely something I think would need to be covered up.
Yeah, for sure. Especially since the summer right before they were alleging that, that's where the extraterrestrial were. They weren't really out there. They were in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying alien life formed in the ocean or aliens came and landed and they're in the ocean. And then all of a sudden they're fucking abducting people?
Yeah.
And not probing them. They're like, well, kind of. They fucking got them water lungs and made them build a city.
That's fair. And then for it to happen right before spring break, one of the most important tourist vacations for Florida.
Ooh.
Yeah. Lots of reasons for it to be suppressed. If, you believed it were true.
Yeah. If you did.
Plus, I couldn't find any of the videos, but I remember TikToks of helicopters and stuff swarming the ocean where the man allegedly washed up on shore. Do you remember those?
I vaguely do.
Yeah. Somebody being like, this is where I couldn't even find anything about his name. I remember him having a name before, and I couldn't find it anywhere. But I remember the videos I remember seeing were like, this is where whatever his name was washed up. Why are there? It was like SWAT or something, or CI. I don't know. It was something
There
weird.
was a lot of different things on the beach. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah. But yeah, there's no videos like that out right now that I could find. And that would be a whole lot of work for something that never actually happened.
Yeah, but scrib-a-dub-dub.
Yeah. But I definitely saw those videos, so.
I think so too.
Let us know if you did. Or is that a Mandela?
What's that other Mandela? You just told me about a different Mandela.
Richard Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, apparently he has never once been photographed with the headband.
Liars.
Yeah, what? Or like it wasn't part of his iconic image. What are you talking about?
It was.
It
He always
was.
had it.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
I'm so tired of being gaslit.
Shazam.
Shazam.
So much. Bernstein Bears.
The fucking hill sorry, I shouldn't cuss. But the hill I will die
We're grown
on.
adults, we cuss. Go ahead.
The Stouffer's stuffing.
Stovetop.
Yeah, Stouffer's stovetop stuffing.
It was just stovetop.
Trust me, no. Stouffer's stuffing. Because I can't even explain to you. You kind of get how much I love Stouffer's stovetop stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? When I was a junior and senior in high school, preparing to be like living out of a college dorm with like $3 to my name, that was my holy grail, okay? I didn't have a skincare regimen. I didn't fucking know how to blow dry my hair properly, but I knew how to make some fucking stuffing, and I ate that every goddamn day.
It's not a brag. You boil water, dump it in, and fluff it with a fork.
Listen,
I love
it's
you
a
so
brag
much.
because I loved it so much, okay?
You added butter and you made it better.
I know that it was Stouffer's. I will go rounds with anybody who wants to argue that it was Stouffer's fucking stovetop stuffing.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying it's silly to say you fucking had.
I'm just saying
stuffing down to a science?
I have the credentials.
Why do I have to make it then?
Because you're my cook, and you make it better. You do, but that's my fucking resume. Okay, that and Chick-fil-A. That's another one I will die on, because I remember, I think I've told this story here before. When we first started dating, okay, our very first trip to Reno, you took me to Chick-fil-A for the first time. And I remember being so fucking embarrassed because we were with your friends and I had never heard of Chick-fil-A. And so when I tried to read the sign, I said chic filet because it was spelled CHIC like the word fucking chic.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
At least the billboard was.
Yeah. At least the Reno billboard said chic filet.
And it's not like a ghetto.
No, it wasn't like a hand-drawn sign or anything.
It wasn't like a hood version of it.
So yes, those are the two hills I will die on. It's Stouffer's stovetop stuffing and chic filet.
It was actually the same hill she saw those on. The stuffing was on that billboard.
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
I was trying to go with it, but I got too confused myself. Any Hoosers. So our next Florida man, we were talking about a man who was barely over 100 pounds, working alone at night, moving multi-ton stones.
Jesus Christ?
No.
Oh.
But like Jesus, he didn't use cranes, he didn't use modern equipment, and he didn't allow witnesses. And when people ask him how he did it, he said he knew the secrets of the pyramids. And this one, 100%, not just potentially TikTok lore. This is real. Edward Leedskalnin.
Allegedly.
Hopefully that's how you pronounce that. Was born on January 12th, 1887 in the country Latvia. It's believed he learned stonemasonry from his family as he grew. And he was also often sick as a child, and that led him to spend a lot of time reading books, which fueled a love for knowledge at an early age.
What else was there to do back in those days? There wasn't TV or TikTok.
That's fair.
You read or you worked.
Yeah. And he read because he was sickly.
What play was there? Sticks and stones?
Yeah. Hide and seek? I bet that was... There's
Where
nothing
do you
to hide.
hide?
Yeah. Anyway, when he was 26, he got engaged to a girl named Agnes Scoofed.
Sounds right.
Yeah. The day before their wedding day, she broke off the engagement and broke Edward's heart. Rumors say it was because she felt he didn't make enough money to support the lifestyle she desired. I'm not really sure.
Gold digger.
Hold on. Either way, he was heartbroken. But she was 16, so that's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh, how old was he?
26.
Oh, cut my gold digger comment. The hell? Let's start with that.
Okay. Too depressed to continue on with life as usual, Edward boarded the SS Pennsylvania and immigrated to America.
I think he was embarrassed by trying to marry a 16-year-old.
He might have been a little embarrassed. Before he went to Florida, he landed in New York City in 1912 and traveled to British Columbia, then down to Idaho, then Washington, Texas at one point, and he always worked somewhere just long enough to save up money and move again. Eventually, he made his way to Elkton, Oregon, and he made a living making axe handles, and that is verified via, I don't remember the exact year, but the census. I think it's 1926 census.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right now.
Oh, it might have been 1920 on the dot. Because around 1923, he contracted tuberculosis. Back then, it was believed that warm air helped heal tuberculosis, so he moved to Florida.
Maybe it does.
Maybe.
We probably just gave up on that because of medicine.
Honestly, it could have, but here's a little weird tidbit. His tuberculosis was allegedly pretty bad. Like, rumor has it he was only, given a few months to live, but he somehow healed himself. And when
Fucking sunshine.
Yeah, but when he was asked about it, he said he cured it with the use of magnetism.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking magnets.
Fucking magnets.
While in Florida, he met a man named Francis Moser, who had previously had a health scare himself.
Fucking magnetize that son of a gun, didn't he?
Yeah. Francis wanted to help Edward, so he took him in, helped care for him for a while, and then he sold Edward an acre of land for $10.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Fucking magnets.
Ah, dude. Do you fuck the magnet? Is that how that works? Is that... Oh my gosh, I think I just revolutionized magnets.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
So, Edward, still with a broken heart.
Patent pending. Trademark pending.
Edward, still with a broken heart, thought this land would be the perfect way to prove himself. So he decided he would build a monument to Agnes, who he called his Sweet 16.
Oh, fucking gross.
Yeah. It was a different time, but I still judge. And that's really what this whole thing boils down to. Edward wanted to prove himself, not the weird part. Edward wanted to prove himself, to prove that he was worthy of love and he could make something of himself. And that's how the Coral Castle was born.
You just started fucking magnetizing
No!
rocks? Oh.
Oh, magnetizing rocks. You said more than just fucking magnets.
Yeah, dude.
Yes,
Woo.
he magnetized rocks.
You better not cut that out.
I won't. He used resources that were natural to the area, specifically a porous rock called oolitic limestone.
Well, I've heard of it.
Have you?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
It's formed from dead coral and other marine creatures that sink to the ocean floor and then they get compressed by sediment, like small rock pieces or minerals, and over time everything breaks down and fuses together, forming a rock of basically coral fossils.
So it's like sea styrofoam?
Kind of.
Huh.
But more rockish.
Well, yeah, it's not made from human.
Yeah. But because of the fossils, hence the name Coral Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of people look at it and they're like, that's made of stone. Why is it called Coral Castle? Because it's technically made of coral.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I would have just, it's in Florida.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
So, Edward got to work and slowly his monument was built. But one thing that was super weird about it was that progress only happened overnight. He only worked at night.
Oh, I thought you meant like one night. And I was
No.
like, oh, so the phrase fucking Rome wasn't built in a day. It could have been.
No, it took
By this
him,
fucking guy?
He worked, we'll get there, but he worked on it for like 30 years.
Ah.
Yeah.
People would go to sleep, wake up, and they're like, what the fuck is that wall?
Yeah, exactly.
And each part of the stone is like 9 foot by 9 foot by 9
Yes.
foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's sitting out there just fucking floating on a log, pushing his what are those called? Temples?
Yeah.
Just fucking temple floating with a magnet stuck in his ass.
We'll never... What? We'll never know because nobody ever saw. Not once did anybody see Edward working on it during the day. But the next day, new pieces would be added just like that.
No, the neighbors that saw it just don't exist anymore.
They might not.
They're part of the stone.
But there are rumors about kids that tried to watch him. And I think there was one kid that said they were successful and they like snuck up on him and they saw him like doing like that almost. Like just magically a stone was just moving in the air. Yeah.
Sorcery.
But people were like, kids, you know. Nobody can see him. He's always really good at hiding it, so.
Okay. Yeah, you saw him from his cloak?
Yeah. But somehow, this 5.5-foot man, okay, that's my height, 120 pounds, not my weight, quarried and hand-carved and sculpted roughly 1,110 tons of rock.
It's at least 45 pounds.
It's a lot of freaking pounds. He made a bunch of furniture, including rocking chairs, beds, a heart-shaped table, a functioning sundial that was always within 2 minutes of being accurate. So much stuff. He also seemed to do things in threes, which some people think might be important.
With this rock?
Yeah, with the rock.
You sure this dude wasn't Poseidon?
I don't know.
Look, now there's another conspiracy. The Greek gods are real, and this was fucking Poseidon. Like, golly. Psst.
That would make some sense. But yeah, so people think the threes might have been important to him because he did make like 3 carved moons out of the rock.
3 is a very, very important number in spirituality, synchronicities, and connectivity.
So maybe. And he made 3 planets like Jupiter carved out of this rock.
I bet he fucking left Saturn out.
3 chairs, maybe. I don't know for sure which ones he did. Maybe he just liked the number. Who knows? He kind of tried to like tell people his secrets, but it also seemed he was like, you guys wouldn't understand. Like it would take way too long for me to explain it to you. Hipster. Yeah. He did write a ton of books. I couldn't get my hands on any of them in time.
Wow.
Yeah. But so if you read one and there's like answers in there that make sense.
Read?
The listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fair
if you
enough.
read one and there's answers, oh my gosh. I think I just had a stroke.
If you read one of his books and there are answers in there, please contact us at anxiousatbedtimepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And let us frickin' know, dude.
Yeah. Thank you. Because like I said, a lot of people are like, oh, he wrote books explaining it. But then those same people were like, but you know, you just magnets. That's it. Magnets. Like you don't understand it either.
Yeah, electric magnetic pulses, all that stuff. No, I get it. I just show me how it works.
Yeah. So the rocks were heavy, okay? Each rock he used was at least 13 to 15 tons. Each single rock, 13 tons.
It's quite a few tons.
Yeah. 1 ton is 2,000 pounds.
More than that, yeah.
So that math, you know?
Imagine he's picking up a fucking Ford diesel.
Yeah. With no cranes, no equipment, just his bare hands. And that can be...
You don't even know he's using his hands.
Well, that's fair.
Nobody ever talked about his hands being hella callous, did they?
Yeah.
Huh?
But that can be validated because, like, it would take some work to hide a bunch of equipment by morning, and nobody ever saw equipment.
Or sounds.
Yeah, that's
they
fair.
Didn't hear the shit moving.
I didn't even think about that.
Big ass stone in the middle of the night. Nobody heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee the neighbors aren't close like they are nowadays, but people around the town would hear big ass stone moving with nothing else around.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaky.
It is. And then the largest stones he used were 30 tons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably could have done better, but who was he trying to impress? Nobody could see him.
Agnes. But she couldn't see him either,
No fucking magnets. Not Agnes.
Magnets.
Look, Agnes was really just magnets.
Oh.
Ooh.
I like that better than... Yeah. Anyway, the piece that most baffles people is the rectangular 9-ton revolving gate. When shut, and it's all stone, okay? Picture it. When shut, there was less than a 1/4-inch gap from the gate to the wall next to it, like a fence, you know, but it's a stone wall.
Yeah.
And the gate could be moved by a child. Like, it took no effort to spin it like a revolving door.
Yeah, physics.
Yeah. Edward said he did it by putting a hole in the center of balance, which sounds simple enough. However, in 1984, decades after Edward had passed away, the gate had issues and stopped working. It took 6 men and a crane to repair it. And even then, people say it's not nearly smooth as it was before, and it now takes like a good push to get it to move. Yeah. And there are videos of it in the past where it took no effort. It just spun like a top.
Telling you, if you look back to the World's Fairs and how they burned all those down, and dude, I'm telling you, this world is not what we think it is.
Yeah.
We retrogressed back in our understanding of physics and what the world is.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Something.
I don't know.
Yeah, things are
In
weird.
the late 1800s when they created banks and I don't know, when they started adding metals to our food, magnets quit working.
Oh shit. They demagnetized us.
No, they over
magnetized us.
So it doesn't work the same.
We control the magnets on accident now.
No, that's the problem. We can't control the magnets anymore because we're full of fucking metal. So the magnets control us.
Oh.
Yeah, get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Anytime Edward was asked how he did it, he always said he studied the pyramids, used that technology, and took the rocks and reversed their magnetic forces, which countered the force of gravity.
Oh, that's simple.
Yeah. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Easy peasy.
Absolutely. If I could get magnets to work for me.
Huh. Too bad you don't live in the 1800s. Huh?
All in a night's work.
Yeah. Edward was obviously extremely secretive and didn't work while being watched.
Also, I don't think I'd prosper in the 1800s. Again, I'm not very good at this reading thing.
There are rumors that people would try to sneakily watch him, and he would just not do anything until they got bored and left. So, around the late 1920s, there was so much mystery and intrigue around this place, and like people trying to spy, and it was a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
What else did they have to do?
Read.
He decided that the best way to handle that would be to open it up to the public for tours.
While he's doing it?
Yeah. Not while he's doing it, but during the day, he opened it.
Oh.
He called it Rockgate Park and charged just 10 cents per person. But if somebody didn't have the money, he would welcome them in anyway.
Neat.
Yeah. In 1936, he bought 10 new acres of land in Homestead, Florida, just north of the current Florida City location.
What did he do with that?
He moved it there.
Probably in one fucking night, too.
No, but it was pretty fast. The issue was Edward didn't drive. So he hired a farmer named Bob who did. Bob took a huge truck and a trailer that could handle the heavy stones to Ed's place. And Edward told him, "I don't want to be bothered while I work." And he had Bob leave the truck, and when Bob returned the next day, it would be fully loaded.
Huh.
Yeah. They repeated that process until every stone and statue had been moved to the new property. Just going back and Bob dropping off the truck, taking the truck, dropping off the truck. That's it.
That'd take fucking forever.
Yeah. Once moved in, Edward never stopped working, like I said. Until his last day, he was still out there every night sculpting. He passed in 1951. Rockgate Park was renamed the Coral Castle sometime in the 50s. And that's really all there is to it.
Now he's ruling the sea.
He probably is.
Fucking Poseidon.
You can go visit the site today.
No, I can't. I'm way too far.
Admission is $25 for adults and $10 for children. Edward did spend 28 years building the castle. And today, with our technology and equipment, it could be done in a matter of months. But you have to keep in mind that this was a slight man. A man with a steep history of illness, okay? He grew up sickly. He had tuberculosis. He was a sickly man.
Oh, yeah.
Who worked alone in complete secrecy at night by the light of lantern, because power wasn't a thing, and solely with simple hand tools.
Do you think if I brought them 10 cents nowadays, they'd let me tour it still?
I don't think so.
And I'd bring up his story and be like, look, fucker, if he wasn't able to get 10 cents out of somebody back then, he'd still let him tour. And you're fucking arguing over a nickel or a dime?
They'd be like, no, I'm arguing over $25.
Like, right, that's wrong, though. Cost of admission's 10 cents. I was told that by my wife, And I was actually told that on the Anxious at Bedtime podcast.
There you go.
So
Don't throw me under the bus.
I'm throwing you both under the bus. All of us.
All of us. Edward said he used the technology used to build the pyramids, whose blocks weighed 2.5 tons, while Edward's blocks weighed around 13.
I bet there was way more of them people that built the pyramids than there was of this, what's his name?
Edward.
Edward fella.
Yeah. According to history, yeah. So, I don't know. But I do have some fun facts.
I know.
Yep. You can rent Coral Castle for a micro wedding if you wanted.
Probably a lot more than fucking 10 cents.
Probably a lot more, but I think it's up to 25 people, 25 guests. Yeah.
That's not that many.
No, it's not that many. It's almost what we had at our elopement.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, that's, a cool, unique idea.
Yeah, not bad.
Billy Idol's song Sweet 16 is based on Edward and his runaway bride Agnes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh, and this part's interesting, okay? I could not find much information on this at all. But a man said his father once saw a man walking out near Florida City with a dowsing rod.
The fuck is that?
Like the 2 metal rods that people used to use to feel like water and magnetism and stuff,
Oh, okay.
Or a witching rod.
All right.
When the man asked the man with the rods what he was looking for, he said, "I'll know it when I see it." And years later, that man saw a picture of Edward and Coral Castle in the newspaper, and he said that was the man he saw with the dowsing rods.
Maybe he saw him, how they say time is not linear?
Yeah.
And it keeps happening. Maybe that's actually what was happening. Not a ghost, but he saw him actually happening right then and there. Just, back in his time.
Well, it wasn't a ghost. It was like he saw this man before Edward started building Coral Castle. So he thinks Edward was using the dowsing rods to look for the location of where he should build. And then he started building.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened all at the same time.
Maybe. But yeah, so that's why people think that maybe it has something to do with ley lines.
Yeah.
Or the Bermuda Triangle, which people believe has to do with magnetism too.
It's fair.
I don't know. A lot of weird stuff. And no real answers.
Except for Florida Man.
Except Florida Man. That's the best.
That's the answer.
That's the answer.
If you didn't know, now you do.
Now you do. But that's all I have.
All right.
All right now.
This has been another episode of Anxious at Bedtime. We have been your hosts, Cash and Monica. You can find us on TikTok, Threads, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you or anybody you know has had any run-ins with the paranormal, any of the strange, weird, you got great stories, share them with us at anxiousatbedtimepodcast@gmail.com. The world can be a scary place with all these fucking Florida men. Not just the ones that we read about, but, there's a lot. Anyways, we're probably fine.
We're probably fine.
No, we probably are.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.